guys want to get some coffee or something?
Can I get a cup of coffee? Black? Can't you see we talking? White?
Even little kids in Mexico drink coffee.
Well, I'm not a little kid in Mexico, okay?
That is the best coffee I've ever tasted.
A damn fine cup of coffee.
You want a cup of coffee?
No coffee.
Coffee drinker, huh?
Maybe we could grab some coffee?
Coffee! Coffee, 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 coffee!
God damn, Jimmy. That's some serious gourmet shit. Me and Vincent would have been satisfied with some freeze-dried Taster's Choice, right? And he springs this serious gourmet shit on us.
There you go. There you have it. Yeah. Good morning, guys. Welcome to a show that lasts as long as my coffee.
Good morning,
nice
everyone.
And warm today. And unlike Will Ferrell, I know somebody who's a little kid in Mexico. I'm not a little kid in Mexico. So that would be you, Martin. I'm saying that you're a little kid in Mexico.
I get it.
I want to say good morning to my friend here, Martin. Good morning, Martin. And
morning,
I want to say good morning to Gap, who's now Gap After Dark, even though it's morning. I see that D. Bud Martin is here. Good morning. Good Friday. Happy Friday. And that's it. That's all I see in the chat that's here already. Oh, Dr. Dragon is here. Hold on.
Yes.
Oh, it's good to see the return of Dr. Dragon. Lindsay, the Cynical Geek, is here. Good morning. Socks Bulletin. Good to see you, buddy. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to move over to my other screen here. There we go. We've got some news that came in last night from Mikey, and I'm going to go ahead and share it real quickly. I guess I could wait a few minutes, see if more people roll in. I don't want to tell the news story before more people are here. That is really tasty this morning. I had one of those rough nights. Man, I could not get to sleep until almost 5 o'clock this morning. So I just tossed and turned, all that typical shit, and finally passed out around, I think I fell asleep right around 4:40 this morning. And my alarm must have gone off, because I remember waking up to my alarm today. And I think I kept hitting snooze. And then finally, the last time I rolled over, I looked and saw it was 9:14 in the morning. I'm like, well, fuck, I guess I better wake my ass up. And I did, and here I am. Man, I'm going to start taking some melatonin, I think, to help me sleep at night. Let's see. So, anything go on since I talked to you yesterday, Martin?
No. Everything is going to be, has been very smoothly. Just tinkering with my computer.
Seen any news that you think's worthy of mentioning?
Not really. Besides, Simon Pegg apparently is bad-mouthing Star Wars fan.
Is what? He's what?
Bad. He's speaking badly about the Star Wars fan.
He's talking bad about Star Wars fans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Simon Pegg.
Yeah, he lost his credentials once Tom Cruise got a hold of him. He became too big of a star. So, yeah, I'll look to see if I can find that anywhere, because that should be interesting. Let me Look that up real quick. Simon Pegg. Come on. Try that again. News. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this shit. Oh, yeah. Fuck Simon Pegg. All right, let me pull this shit up. Share screen. Oh, they're going to be complete cunts on this. AV Club wants you to subscribe and pay money, so fuck them. Started Moxie fandom of all by Simon Pegg. Every fandom has its dark side, but some, it must be said, are worse than a fuck you AV Club, you fucking shill cocksuckers. They get a lot of paid advertising from the studio, so of course they're going to write this kind of shit. Fuck you AV Club, and fuck you Simon Pegg. Let's see his actual quote. He admitted, I've apologized for things I said about you, Jar Jar Binks. Oh, fuck off. Because, of course, there was fucking actor involved. It was a human being, blah, blah, blah. On the other end of the spectrum, I find that Star Trek fans have always been very, very inclusive. Oh, yeah, because we're not as fucking critical of Star Trek as we have. Oh, fuck you. Star Trek's about, oh my God, he has gone Hollywood. Fuck this guy. Fuck you, Simon Pegg, you piece of shit. I remember back when I wanted to interview him. I'll never fucking interview that cunt. God, I hope Nick Frost has it fucking sold out. What a sack of shit. So there you go. That's why I feel that motherfucker. Good morning, Monica. It's still morning here. Who else? AF Watcher, good morning. What's that? I got a notice on my phone. Yeah, that's already stuff I read about. Oh, and it's making me know that my show is on. Hey, letting you know that Pop Culture Minefields Morning Coffee with Gerry is on. Well, thanks. It really is. It's what it says. It's giving me a notification. Gosh, so nice of you. Yeah, I'm going to shut off my phone. I missed some phone calls yesterday because I turn it off in the morning because I don't want to be called in the middle of my fucking show. People know that I fucking do a stream and they call me in the middle of it. It's like, I do this every fucking weekday and you're like suddenly, oh, you do a morning show? Fuck you. That shows what a good friend you are. You didn't know that.
Apparently, Shatner blasted new Star Trek on Comic-Con.
Shatner attacks new Star Trek. Oh, that was from last year. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, I absolutely agree with him here. Screen Crush and the article. Let's pull this up real quick. Share screen. There we go. William Shatner on modern Star Trek. Gene Roddenberry be turning his... Yes, he would be. No matter where he goes or what he does, William Shatner will always be associated with Star Trek and Captain Kirk. Clearly, Shatner has viewed that as something of a mixed blessing through the years. He's openly poked fun of Trek fans in the infamous... Yeah, but that was a gentle ribbing. And he isn't shy about voicing his opinion when he's not enamored with whatever Star Trek is up to at any given moment. And at this particular moment, it sounds like Shatner is not a fan of what's going on in Star Trek. Shatner appeared at his very own panel at Comic-Con, and at one point he was asked if he felt any of the recent Star Trek series compared to the original Star Trek show. First of all, it's a stupid question. If you fucking watch a show, you know it doesn't. And he says it exactly the way it should have been said. None of them, Shatner said, before adding, I got to know Gene Roddenberry in 3 years fairly well. He'd be turning in his grave at some of this stuff. Hey, fucking men. I love Bill Shatner. He just shat all over whoever asked that stupid question. He got shatted on. Bill Shatner, man, fucking love that guy. Love that guy. Good morning, Polly. How are you, sir? I'm enjoying my delicious, tasty breakfast beverage.
By the way, Polly, I really like your video on Ana de Armas and Ricky Martin.
Oh, yeah, I watched that too. That's some crazy shit going on over there, man. Great video. Morning, Christopher. Well, it's true. It never hurts science fiction to have more nudity. So, Cynical says Shatner's not wrong. It's disgusting what Jar Jar Abrams, Klutzman, and their minions have done to Roddenberry's vision. I completely concur. I watched some of the old man. Oh, Decepticons Cave of Villains. Good morning.
Any info on who's gonna be voicing?
He's saying, no, I'm not interested. I'm not going to fucking watch that show.
No, neither would
I look up stuff I'm interested in. The comic book Forrest Gump. Episode 4. You're enjoying it so far, King's Port Cow? Destiny Captain. Morning, kids. What's happening? I was just talking about Shatner shitting on, well, shatting on current Trek. He completely shat on it, William Shatner. He was at San Diego Comic-Con, had his own panel, and shat all over New Trek. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, this season, wow. It was a knockout. And a lot of word came down that there was a new episode of Skinwalker Ranch. It's not a new episode. It was just basically Taylor's basically going over everything that happened since the beginning of the show. So it was just a recap. And it was a good one. It's gone over everything that we've talked about on our show. So he basically, did our show, but on his show, recapping what they do. Oh, Destiny, please tell me that it was good news. Yeah, we're not talking until we hear. I'm going to sit here just staring at the chat. Man, I do hope it was good news. You bet, Polly. It was really good stuff. Man, I just did not expect that story. It just sort of came out of nowhere. And then I saw you were doing a video. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to watch, see what he has to say. Just inform me. Not going to watch it. Yeah, I'm not going to watch it. Is it polyps? What is it? I hope it's. I'll light a candle for you, my friend. Sending out my positive thoughts. Everybody, seeing Destiny Captain, positive thoughts, man. If you're religious, send him some prayers. Tiny right now? Okay. De nada. So, I think that we can now get to the crux of this morning's show. Let me pull this shit up. I'm seeing some people have shared today's show. Thank you very much for sharing, because sharing is caring. And I am looking forward to hearing news on this. Everybody knows I talk to Mikey Sutton every day. We're in a private chat. He, his manager Baum, Tom, Andre, Keith, and myself, and it's us, and we talk every day. And so I just await his latest news. So this was one of the latest I got from him. He posted this technically yesterday, but I got the notification in the middle of the night. So Warner Brothers Discovery to announce Henry Cavill's Man of Steel return. This, of course, from geekositymag.com. Written by none other than Mikey Sutton himself, editor-in-chief and owner of geekositymag.com. And I'll tell you, we believe in Mikey Sutton. That guy is batting 1,000. Warner Brothers Discovery will announce Henry Cavill's return as Superman in Man of Steel 2, according to sources. Per Deadline, Henry Cavill is expected to appear at San Diego Comic-Con this weekend. Specifically, the Man of Steel is rumored to shock Hall H this Saturday around 10:15 a.m. This is during Warner Brothers' theatrical session. On April 11th, 2021, I scooped that Henry Cavill's Superman could cameo in Black Adam. Since then, I've never wavered that Cavill will return as Superman. As other media outlets raged on with gloom and doom about Cavill's chances, sources told me, and he's got really good sources over there, stay calm. You got two things going. His partner in crime is The Rock, and then their other partner in crime is The Rock's ex-wife, who's both their agents. And then another partner in crime is David Zaslav, who is a huge fan of both men, The Rock and Henry Cavill. So he's fucking coming back. But yet the naysayers brush it off. They claim The Rock meant Superman in general. Whatever. God, they're such assholes. And that includes that fucking bitch with the face that looks like she ate a lemon. The Rock knows that any other actor besides Cavill in Superman suit would enrage the fandom. Amen. Anonymous Superman has no impact, The Rock tweeted. From back in the day when I was wrestling in flea markets for $40 a match, all the way to now, I've learned to always listen to the audience. That is why fans love him. They will always lead you to where you need to go. Fucking I hear you, and I always got you. So this isn't about just The Rock's Black Adam versus Superman. Hell no. He meant Cavill's Man of Steel. Anything less would be a massive letdown. The Rock and Cavill share the same agent. That's right. The Rock's ex, Danny. She is The Rock's ex-wife, yeah. The clues are in plain sight. Granted, Deadline didn't confirm it. Cavill's possible San Diego Comic-Con appearance is related to Black Adam. To be honest, I didn't think Cavill would be at San Diego Comic-Con for a few reasons. First, I was skeptical that Warner Brothers Discovery would spoil Cavill's post-credit sequence in Black Adam. Warner Brothers Discovery to announce Henry Cavill's Man of Steel 2. Cavill will take the San Diego Comic-Con spotlight away from The Rock. On the other hand, Cavill's cameo in Black Adam generates more excitement for the film. Undoubtedly, it sells more tickets. The Rock and Warner Brothers Discovery will love the sound of falling coins. In fact, Let's cue Pink Floyd now. Yeah, cash register sounds.
We have a super chat. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Last paragraph here. In all honesty, DC Films panel at San Diego Comic-Con didn't seem exciting. Certainly more footage of Justice Society in Black Adam sounds thrilling. On the contrary, Shazam! Fury of the Gods doesn't raise the temperature. Cavill Superman, though, in contrast, Cavill will bring the house down. And I absolutely agree with him on this. That's going to be huge when Cavill shows up tomorrow. So what do we got here? Oh, Mexican Iron Man is here. Good morning, Mikey. Penny is here. Danny's mom. Good morning. Anybody else pop in while I was reading? Nope. Nobody knew. Oh, what? Yep. Bob Marshall. And the Peter Venkman fan site is here. Good morning. Good morning. I hope. Oh, look, man, if Mikey's going to write a full article about it, I'm telling you it's happening. We believe in Mikey Sutton. So I have a super chat from Mexican Iron Man. And I don't know what's going on with my screen. There we go. The real question is that will they do Superman right? Or will he be another version of Batman, a.k.a. Super Dark Knight Man? Well, that is the risk. That is the risk because I was extremely dissatisfied with Zack Snyder's and Warner Brothers' vision of the Man of Steel. I was not happy with their film at all. The two major mistakes. One, absolutely, no matter how new at the game he was, Superman would know to take the fight away from Metropolis. Two, Jonathan Kent would never. Our Superman became our Superman because of his parents and the lessons he learned from his father, human father. And so therefore, some of the things that they had Jonathan Kent say to him was ridiculous. Those are the words not given to the man that would become Superman. So very badly done, old man. Very badly done, I say. So great article. Stop sharing there. But for your video, I'm going to give you, what shall I give you today? Oh, what haven't I used in a while? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't really feel that I have a video deserving of that $5 Mexican Iron Man, but I'm going to play anything with Christopher Walken is always worthy. So I'll play Christopher Walken. Here you go.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
There you go. And this one too, because I'm so in awe of you, Mikey.
Wow.
And this one, there we go. I'm going to play these two.
Oh, you're talking to me all wrong. It's the wrong tone.
Yeah. And this one.
Yes. Huh? Does your mother sew? Boom! Get her to sew that.
Chris Walken always makes me giggle. Thank you very much, Mikey. And look, David Zaslav is not a creative type, but he's a good manager and he's a money guy. So he knows where the real money is. He's going to support the things that's going to make money, but he's also supporting Zack Snyder. And Zack Snyder is part of the chemical mix that brought us Man of Steel 1. And Batman versus Superman and Justice League. And basically, you know, you've got Superman's off a little bit. Now, at this point, though, Henry Cavill has star power. It's taken a while to get to this point, but he really does. He's got clout, and he's got a little weight behind him. And with The Rock backing him and Danny, his manager, backing him, I think we're going to see a little bit of change in Superman. They did a little bit of a change with Superman when he went up on the mountaintop and saw the ghost of his father in his head, and we saw a different Kent. That was a different Jonathan Kent than the one that said, maybe you should have let the kids die and put the hand up when a tornado's about to kill him. Dumbest scene ever. Fucking stupid. But I still love him as Superman. I think that he works. He loves Superman himself. He understands Superman better than Zack Snyder does. If you've ever listened to him in interviews talk about Superman and the history of Superman and who Superman is, it's clear he understands. So, but what's that one? Let me get over here. Penny J. Mama, I just killed a man. Kind of gets his head. Okay. I probably should get an Alf video just for you, Mikey. I'll get the right one just for you, Mikey. Whenever you come on the show or do something, I'll have a video just for you. Good morning, War Monkey. Good to see you. And of course, Alf Jeebus is here, who is also Monkey Jeebus. So both my favorite monkeys are here. Let's see. Peter Vinkman fan site. Good morning. What is this? Hold on. My finger on timeout trigger for. Oh, okay. Let's see. Hail pop culture. Help back to you, Monkey. I got a fever. Yeah, that's right. That's right, baby. I got a fever. I need more Chris Walken. Walken is king. Amen to that.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I'm just trying to read the ones. Screen name D. Alf Martin. Delph. I like this one right here. Delph Martin. Let's see. Monkey is. I have to say, Alf terrorists shall not recruit a man of integrity and honor like Kingsport Cal. Nope. Alf Jeebus. Nope. D. Dub Martin. Gap says, will there be a Man of Steel 2? That is going to be announced. It is predicted. It is predicted. And the rumors coming out of the studio with Mikey's contacts is, yes, it's happening. David Zaslav wants it. And what David Zaslav wants, David Zaslav gets. Exit stage left. Lindsay, you stop that. You stop that right now. Right now. I saw that. Marcos, good morning. Yes, greetings, salutations. San Diego has announced a new Soups film. Hello, Anima. How are you today? I hope you're well. I hope everybody's well. Love you guys. Glad to see you all here. So let's see. I read the article, and the way I'm interpreting everything that's happening is David Zaslav is not a movie guy. He doesn't understand the functions of movies. Like his comment about Clint Eastwood was completely off the mark, because any studio person knows that if a director or an actor gets you a lot of Oscars and Oscar nods, you don't fucking kick them to the curb. So his comments about Clint Eastwood was a huge mistake, because he has gotten Warner Brothers a lot of fucking Oscars and Oscar nominations over the years. And I think it's really up to the people behind the scenes to get those votes. So I never blame the director or the actor when they don't get their wins. Also, the Oscars are full of shit anyway. They're there for one reason only, which Warner Brothers knows, is to get whoever wins more money on their next contract. That's all it's there for. It's a bargaining chip. What is it with everybody's desire to do Alf? Um, I don't know if he's cheap. I would say that he is budget conscious. But if you convince him of something, like I tell you right now, he will bury some money into Cavill and The Rock. He has a lot of faith in them right now. So he won't be cheap with them. But if you come at him with something that's kind of iffy, he will definitely be purse conscious. Is Kyle here?
Yes.
Hey, good morning, Kyle. I didn't see you slip in. Good morning, buddy. The lovely Sherry is here. Good morning. So I don't know. This is very exciting news and rumors coming out. I'm going to go over real quick and let's see what some of the latest is over on Geekosity. See if we've got any more scoops and rumors. I have not checked my messages over on Facebook because it blasts in my ear, that chat I have with Mikey and Keith and Andre and Tom. They'll start like chiming in and it distracts me when I'm doing the show. So I have to turn off Facebook when I'm in here doing a show. Let's see. That's interesting. Zack Snyder is teased for Hall H appearance. And I'm assuming that's tomorrow too. There's this is neat. Marvel Studios could announce Deadpool 3 at San Diego Comic-Con. And don't care about that. I am excited about this, that even though I don't think he's right for the part, Keanu Reeves really wants to play the Dark Knight in a live-action Dark Knight Returns. And that's really all I see, today. We already covered a lot of the scoops on Thursday's show for the Scoop Zone. Sony Pictures UK. Not to is epic. I don't know who that is. Alf says, of course we went. This is just getting ridiculous in the chat with the Alf thing. But I don't know. I am really happy that Shatner shat all over current Star Trek. Thank you, Bill. God bless you. We are so lucky to still have him, man. In fact, I've said many a time, I hope I die before Bill. I don't want to live in a world without Bill Shatner. God, the coffee is really good this morning. I did like the perfect mix. I do not believe he's cheap. Whoever said that, I didn't catch that. Who was that said that? Bob. I think I already addressed that. Yeah, I think I already responded to that. It's not that he's cheap. He's just cautious because he's about making money, not spending money, which that's the problem with the previous lineup over there. Toby Emmerich, Ann Sarnoff, and fucking Walter Hamada. They would spend money, but they weren't showing the returns for their fucking spending because they had stupid, bad ideas. You've got The Rock, who listens to fans. Whether he agrees with them or not isn't what's important. He listens to them.
Mr.
Yeah,
Typical.
he's not going to pay attention to purse strings when it involves things that he knows viscerally is going to make money. And he knows that The Rock and Henry Cavill are going to put asses in the seats. And I think he believes in Ben Affleck too. I don't think he's as big a fan of Affleck, but I think he sees that, and I guarantee you The Rock is talking in his fucking ear about Affleck and Wonder Woman, that they need to follow a formula And the formula is based off of fan reaction. Do you think I'm wrong on that, Martin?
What? I was.
Not paying attention? Oh, I understand.
You weren't focusing on the chat.
I was saying that I think that The Rock has his ear to the ground when it comes to the fan base. And that he is talking in Zaslav's ear. He has Zaslav's ear. So there's no fucking way he's not talking in it. And he's promoting Wonder Woman. He's promoting Cavill. He's Gal Gadot, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, because Henry Cavill supports them. So I guarantee you The Rock is too. Good morning, Stone Pie Media. How are you doing, my friend? Well, even Amazon's not that anymore. You notice that their shift in the paradigm. I think they're aware of the fuck up they made with the forthcoming their take on J.R.R. Tolkien, which is going to fail miserably. So you see, they're trying to pick up the slack by putting out other things that has more of a mass appeal. It's going to be an epic failure. It's going to do the exact opposite of what Jackson's Lord of the Rings did. So the days of these studios throwing $1 billion in a fan is just not going to happen anymore. They have to learn from their mistakes because they're run by fucking business people. They have investors they have to answer to, including Amazon. Yes, Tickletron, Mr. Tickletron. Good morning, Mr. Tickletron. How are you doing, my friend? The Rock, Henry Cavill, Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves. We have very few real celebrities left. Amen, brother. Amen to that. You are so right. Most celebrities are fucking sold out to the mobs. And these mobs aren't as big as people like to think they are. Even Zaslav thinks that because these people are loud on social media, that it makes them this huge number. And it's not. They're a minority. They're not a majority. And the hardest thing to swallow for these studios is that they make no money off of these fucking loud, obnoxious assholes that are anti-everything. They don't spend money. They don't have money. They're basically communists. So where's the money going to come from, right? So $5 from Mr. Tickletrunk. Let me see. What video shall I play for you? This one. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this one.
You're squinting like you need glasses. Well, what do you... Look at me. What? What I'm thinking is, you're mine. I fucking own you. But what I'm not doing is feeling one way or another about it. You see, you're not a person to me. You're an entry in my book. That's all. You're just a guy who owes me money.
I love that scene. I love that movie, Get Shorty. So you're absolutely right, Mr. Tickletrunk. PJ, maybe, good morning. If it's as bad as Wheel of Time, I will avoid it. I guarantee you it's as bad. Got me shouting at Scream after 30 seconds. Yeah, I saw it in the trailers, and I never watched more than 1 minute because I walked in while someone else was watching it. And I stopped and I watched this scene, and it was the most ridiculous fucking thing I'd ever seen. And Zax went off and made a short video about it with the Benny Hill theme. And I thought that was great. We still have a Beavis and Butt Hell Yeah. Paramount is the one studio holdout that's going to keep going with stupid people. Because Paramount, Viacom, CBS, when Sherry Redstone could not undo the Kurtzman contract that Les Moonves made, hope for Paramount pretty much died. And Keith and I just stopped caring about what they were doing. That includes their latest attempt at doing Star Trek. That as much as I enjoyed one full episode, most of a second episode, and parts of all the episodes, I still think it's crap because when you see me do a review of it, I'm reviewing it against itself. I will not compare it and review it based off of classic Trek. I won't, because it's nowhere near as good. I'm an angry black man. I love you, Paulie. You're fucking awesome. There you go. I fucking own you. You own me. Really, you are you're Travolta. Get Shorty. I should do because I'm on Toxic Tuesday because I love hanging out with those guys. I have never felt more at home than I am with those fuckers on Tuesdays on Toxic Tuesday. And this last week we did Beavis and Butthead Do America. What a fun show we did. Tom was there. That 70s rock fan was there. Of course, Nick was there. Sadly, Mark wasn't there. He was in the chat, but he wasn't on the show. It was a great show. I love doing that show with those guys. If you guys don't watch it, you should drop in. I know a lot of you do because I see you in the chat when we do the shows. Matters is the lovely Sherry. Yes, of course. Anybody else pop in? I don't want to miss anybody. Les Moonves is the reason why Star Trek Enterprise got canceled. Now, as much as I enjoyed Star Trek Enterprise, I had problems with it. Season 1 was weak. Season 2 was weak, actually, to be honest with you. Season 3, that's where it started really getting good. But I love the fact that they did try to go back to the old Western feel of going out into the new frontier. There were shootouts. My problem is the minute you start, and this is why Ronald D. Moore warned them not to go back in time, because they had actually approached him, and Ronald D. Moore was promised by Brandon Braga and what's his name, the other asshole that was in charge of Star Trek at the time. They had promised him the next Star Trek series. He would be showrunner, and he left the studio. This really happened. It really happened. Happened just like this. It was like he walked in and caught his fucking wife cheating on him. He walked back into the office to get something that he had forgotten and saw that they had showed up after he left to have a private meeting about Enterprise. And he walked in on their meeting, caught him red-handed, fucking walked out and quit. He was so fucking heartbroken, hurt, and felt so betrayed by those two assholes. And the Orville is, I think, Brandon Braga's attempt to try to make amends, because he's hired a lot of people on that show that he fucked over to work on it, including one of the animators. But Ronald D. Moore warned them, saying that when you go back, you got to worry about fucking with canon. So you have to work double time, paying attention to canon to make sure you don't cross something that you already crossed before and fuck it up. But they didn't want to listen to him. So the Enterprise was the first step into fucking up by Star Trek. And they did. They fucked up canon several times. And they opened that door for current Trek. So for me to complain about their ignorance of canon, I have to go all the way back to when Star Trek was still good and criticize them as well for starting this. They opened the fucking door for this shit. Enterprise did. But it really was. I agree with you, Anima. It really was the last good Star Trek. Archer is one of my favorite captains. Number 1 is Kirk. Number 2 is Sisko. Number 3 is Archer. And number 4 is Picard. And I never liked, what's her name? Good actress, but I didn't think she was a good captain. I didn't like Voyager at all. I thought it was a crap show.
Well, I liked Archer, but not in the 2 first seasons.
Like I said, I agree with you on that because, well, I did like him, but I didn't like the show that much. But I kept watching it because it's got to get better. Because remember, I remembered that Star Trek had an off season, which was season 3, and Next Generation, its first 2 seasons were pretty crappy for the most part.
Keith, where are you?
What?
Keith is in the chat.
Send him an invite, Martin, would you?
I don't have him on Twitter, I think.
He's you're just the worst sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna make me fucking open Facebook and risk getting fucking blasted in the ear from all my updates from messages.
That will keep you.
Here it comes. First one's already hit me. Another. Oh, it's like just nonstop. Motherfucker. I got to close this really quick. All right. I opened you up, Keith. Here you go. Fucking Keith is one of them. Sent me 2 fucking messages. There you go. If you want to join us, Keith, there's the invite. I'm fucking out of here. I'm closing Facebook. Fuck, man. Getting blasted in the ear. I dislike prequels. No, PJ, absolutely agree with you. But first of all, let's go to Stone Pie Media. They gave us a $5 super chat. The entire Kurtzman universe, with the exception of Anson Mount, makes Spock's brain read like King Lear. And you got to be a fan of the original series to get that joke. Can you put Stone Pie Media back up in their $5 super chat? There we go. Again, I'll read it again. The entire Kurtzman universe, with the exception of Anson Mount, makes Spock's brain read like King Lear. And even Anson Mount's an idiot. You saw he took Reva's side. I know he's part of the Star Wars universe too, but I guarantee you he was asked to do that. My problem is that he did it. You know, he's defending the character. Nobody was attacking the actor playing Reva. They were attacking the stupid character. And it's like, I love it when the idiots on that side yell, it's a character. It's not not the actor's fault. And they go, yeah, we agree with you.
Howdy.
Then they turn right around and identify our criticisms with the actor instead of with the character. They'll say one thing and then do something else. And that's why the other side is chock full of fucking idiots. Thank you, Stone Pie Media, who is a good friend of Keith's and mine. I'm going to play you a video, and your video is going to be, let's see, here you go, classic.
I'd buy that for $1.
Then you should put it.
Welcome to the show, Keith. How are you doing this morning, my friend? We got a big show this afternoon. We're going to be talking about San Diego Comic-Con because that's going on right now. Keith, are you there? Keith.
He may be.
Keith.
He may be doing some blacks.
He's doing black guy stuff. Wow. There you go. And let's see. I was kind of wanting to interact with him there. Now he's gone. He's probably pooping. I'm going to go take a poop now that you invited me on the show. No, somebody's probably talking to him, so he has to mute. Oh, what? No. Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird. We had 2 of you in here. So I thought maybe you'd gone, finally got back, got on the show and then went and took poop.
Thank you.
You smell what the Rock is cooking?
he's cooking rock.
You know what? It looks like they've decided to just get rid of all the pretenses and start everything a day early. So no more Thursday preview. They just go right into the event. And that's kind of cool. The whole, have you seen
Hold on. We got somebody leaving. PJ, maybe. Thanks for dropping in, man. Appreciate you dropping in. You have a good day today. All right, go ahead, Keith.
I was just going to say, have you seen the thing that they put out, the post poster for the upcoming J.J. Abrams animated Batman series called Batman Cape Crusader.
Yeah, I that doesn't sound exciting to me at all.
It doesn't, and it's also from Matt Reeves. So it's really J.J. Abrams and his acolyte doing their own animated Batman series with the people that created Batman the animated series.
Yeah, it's like you know those moments when your pulse jumps a little bit when you hear something cool. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Here you go. I wanted to share this while you guys are here because this happened. This happened for fucking real. William Shatner had his own fucking panel, packed audience.
Yep.
Studios, pay the fuck attention. Packed fucking audience. William Shatner by himself. CBS, Paramount, pay attention.
Not going to happen.
He gets asked what he thinks of current Star Trek. He says it would have Gene Roddenberry turning in his fucking grave. He shat all over current Star Trek. Not the actors. He's shitting on the people making it.
That's right. But here's one last thing to add to all of this. Now, you and I have done a lot of talking over the years about current Star Trek.
Yeah, I talked about how you and I kind of gave up on them because Paramount seems to be the holdout for fucking getting their heads out of their asses. All the studios seem to be uninserting themselves out of their asses and realize even Amazon, Bezos, a fucking confirmed card-carrying commie.
Here's the most insidious part of all of this. They had a Midnight's Edge did a thing where Tom brought up something that
Midnight's Edge. What is that?
Tom brought up something that is becoming pretty important. He said that there is a clause in ownership rights for a lot of IP that allows the originator of any particular IP to get back full rights after about 30 to almost 40 years. If that is true, that means the Roddenberry family can get back full rights of Star Trek if they so choose.
Well, I'm not going to put any fucking hope into that. I'm really not, because he's getting a lot of good paychecks right now.
Okay,
so...
yeah. But I mean, he could be making even more money. The thing is, CBS. Look. Everybody in Hollywood right now, whether it's Disney,
to do is you need to call him and tell him this and go, take the bigger payday. Take the bigger payday. Shanatsky is here. On you, Shanatsky. We could power the entire world if we harness the power of Gene Roddenberry spinning in his grave. I do believe you're right. And by the way, I want to address something Mr. Tickletrunk said. Where's it at? He said something about Shatner. Trying to find it. Oh my God. The chat is coming in so quickly. It's hard for me to find things. There it is. I found it. Shatner might be an asshole at times, but he's honest. Look, man, even when he's an asshole, I fucking love him. He does not back down. He doesn't bend a knee. He's like, I've already contributed his whole life to the zeitgeist. He contributed so much to pop culture. He contributed so much to Star Trek, gave his blood. You know, he was there. I don't give a fuck what some of the cast had to say about Shatner with the original films or series. You know, first of all, they weren't the A-list stars of the fucking show. The A-list stars of the show were the people that were above the line. That's your three main characters, Shatner, Nimoy, and DeForest Kelley. And they fucking love Shatner.
Like Shatner, guess what? He's cool with it. If you love Shatner, guess what?
He doesn't
He's
give
cool
a
with
shit
it.
about what these fucking small bit. I mean, fucking Nichelle Nichols. I got to remind people, you know, she was a day actor on that show. That means that when you didn't see her on the show, it's because she got her hours. And that was all she was allowed.
Everybody who was not Kirk, Spock, and eventually McCoy, all the rest of y'all, you're all day actors. That's what your contracts basically said. And that's what they could not deal with. That is the truth that they kept.
That is the blow to their fucking pride and ego. So they have shit all over Shatner, and Shatner doesn't care. Because when they were doing that, he was busy working. That's why he didn't do cons early on, and how they got their hooks into the fandom of saying this nasty shit about Shatner. Because he wasn't there to defend himself.
Yep.
He was busy making fucking entertainment because he was paying child support like crazy. He was a working actor.
Basically, he was doing what any man would do to feed his family.
Not occasionally just showing up on a show, getting his own fucking shows. That's what Shatner was doing.
Yep. And this is 5 years. This is like almost immediately after the show goes off the air. By 1970, 71, 72, this guy is working. He was in the first season of Columbo. Okay? I think he's in the first.
Comment back up by Mr. Tickletrunk. Go ahead, finish, Keith. Then I got to.
I'm just saying, he had pilots that he did. A lot of that stuff didn't even go. He didn't care. He needed money. He had to feed his family. He had to feed his girls.
Yep. And it led to one of those stories because he lived out of his camper.
Yep.
While he was doing these parts, and he lived out of his camper, would fish and hunt for his food because all of his money was going to his family.
And this is when he's almost 40.
That little kid that ran into him at that park and saw him, sitting on the back seat, the step of his camper shell, of his pickup truck camper.
Yep.
And saw him and recognized him as Captain Kirk. And Shatner, just being who he is, man, looks at the kid and was like, "Shh, I'm on an away mission." Fuck.
And this is the other last thing I'm going to say about it. This man was almost 40 years old. You got to remember, he was 35 years old when the show started.
Yeah, he was wearing a hairpiece from the beginning. He was already thinning on top. People don't know that it's true.
And so the show goes off the air after 3 years. So do the math. This guy is now in his early 40s, and he's having to scramble and work like a beginning actor to put food on the table for his kids.
Yeah. I agree. Now, Mr. Tilkrook, completely agree with you. And look, fascism and communism go hand in hand because you have to be fascistic to, like Stalin, he initially got along with Mussolini too. It was when Stalin made it understood that he and Hitler would answer to him if they were to team up. And that's when Hitler and Mussolini broke off from Stalin, and the war in Europe really escalated. Mm-hmm. You got to know your history. A lot of the ideas that Hitler got, including using trains, was from Stalin because Stalin was already using those. He was anti-Semitic as hell. Killed a lot of Jews.
He was a rat bastard, is what he was.
Yeah, he was. Millions. He killed more Jews than Hitler did.
Hitler's getting the whole pineapple. He's getting the whole pilot. Stalin's getting two.
Yeah. But what a lot of people also don't know is that Hitler, they always act like Mussolini was a puppet for Hitler, and it was actually the other way around. He loved Benito Mussolini. He admired him and studied everything he did. So a lot of people just don't know their history. He got hanged, not hung. He got hanged in public with his wife, and he was abused in public and berated in public. He had that is a nightmare for any leader like him, is to have that done. And
it's not like he went out in a bunker eating a bullet. So
actually, there's a lot of cool things with Shatner. Like Shatner was in the last season of Mission Impossible right after Nimoy left. And I was so disappointed that they didn't cross paths on that show because they crossed paths on other shows. They crossed paths on I Spy. They were in the same episode of I Spy.
Well,
I thought that was really fucking cool.
I can only say that I love TJ Hooker.
I hated that show, but I because I just hated the name Hooker. I'm like, what a dumb fucking name. But I didn't watch the show, but I watched it in reruns. I didn't watch it when it was on the air. And I was still a huge Shatner fan, even with it. And I did get excited. Yeah, Keith is an angry white man. That's right. You preach it, brother. Preach it. If you go to Rome, you can still see the statues of Mussolini with the faces chipped away. Yeah. And I would love to talk history here. I'm not going to get into it because I'll go off on a tirade about history, and I don't want to do that today.
I refuse to watch this Quantum Leap reboot.
I'm not going to watch it either.
Whoever made
I'm disinterested in it.
Hey, is my mic? So I was on a show yesterday.
We can't hear you at all.
Yeah, yes, we can.
No, they were saying it was making some weird noise, and like, dude was like, "You need to buy."
Yeah, it was just your breathing. It was just your breathing.
It wasn't you.
By the way, good morning, Anna. How are you doing?
Morning, guys.
This stream needs an anima.
Why is this guy on top today?
Yeah, what I don't know.
I didn't give permission. I did not give permission for that.
Here you go. This is just for you, Anima. Here you go. This one's for you.
This town needs an enema.
There you go.
Didn't I just say that?
Yeah, but not as cool as Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
You can try, but you'll.
Well, don't I feel like?
Well, listen. Listen. Let me at least say this before I get too much further. I'm starting to lose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably gonna go. Yeah. Yeah, we're losing you already, Keith. Go into the light. Go. Do you see the light? Move into the no.
I see.
Yeah, you're gone, dude. We can't even hear you, man. We get like
Stop
single
bullying
words.
my couch cow.
Yeah, what's up with the fascination with your couch? Is it like a Croatian couch? Is it like different or something? I don't know. Like I don't think it's weird, but I've seen a lot of people bring it up.
That is her cat couch, man. Don't make fun of that.
An angry Latin.
Every crazy cat lady has a cat couch where
Hey,
nobody
first of
sits
all-
with
Couch
the
that you
cat.
can turn into a double bed.
Oh, nice. See,
Nothing special there.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you flirting with me saying that? I don't know. I don't know how to take that.
Martin is an angry taco. Hey, Paulie. I missed Mikey. He and I were supposed to talk the other day, and it didn't happen. I need to text. I guess I'll text him.
He gets busy and forgets us.
It's all.
He's
good.
got bigger fish to fry.
Oh, now I want fish. Huh.
Oh, it's Chris. There's Chris.
George Takei is, I know this is going to sound really bad, but out of all the original series cast members that's still alive, why him?
I love this. Polly fucking kills me. He's angry DJ Hooker.
Why don't you like him, Danny?
Because he's a woke, pompous asshole and troll.
No, he absolutely is. When he did what he did
He's
to
always been
Shatner
woke.
on the roast of William
Never liked the guy.
Shatner, and he said those things, he meant those things. And
Good
Shatner was
my.
taking it very lightly. He wasn't taking it personally, but he meant it personally. Takei is an angry, ugly person. And what really frustrates me about him is he's also a notorious harasser of young men on TV and movie sets.
So I know you guys probably aren't excited about this, but since we're talking about Shatner, I don't know if you brought it up already because I slept in. I'm sorry. He's joining the voice cast of Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, I heard about that. I don't
season
care.
2.
Not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I love season 1, so I'm really looking forward to it.
No, absolutely, Lindsay. That was what I was saying. He killed more Jews than Hitler did.
Yes.
And nobody seems to remember that. Conveniently forget that fact. That most of the ideas that Hitler got for doing what they did, not just Hitler, but his head of the Nazi
he was
party.
just trying to be a good Christian because, like my mom said, the Jews killed
Oh,
Christ.
stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Not again.
Don't go there.
Hey, don't make me start quoting Mel Gibson. Come on now.
Yeah. Well, Mel, look. I get really mad when people say that, the version of yourself you see when somebody is drunk is their real self. You've never been around a fucking alcoholic. I have. I grew up around them. My dad was one. And that was not my dad when he was drunk. My dad was the guy that really took care of me and was there for me as a kid. Drunk dad was not my real dad. That's not who he really was. That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
People don't understand alcoholism when they say shit like that.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson, the ugly side of who he could be. The filter gets turned off towards the hatred, and anything you feel can become magnified. And if you feel oppressed, you'll say some things that you probably wouldn't in normal. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know a lot of people out there that are woke, that are racist as fuck when you get them in private. And I've listened to them talk.
So I don't know if Floral missed that. I was making a reference. Yeah. He
Code Raven's here too.
He goes, Daniel, yeesh, and I'm like, I don't really feel that way. I was inside, not in it, referencing a previous show where I threw my mom under the bus and made her sound like a Jew. What do you call
just stop. Stop. We're not even going to reference it.
Okay. It was funny. I thought it was funny. You know what? If was that before I quit drinking?
Yes.
Okay, well, there you go. I'll just use that as an excuse.
There you go.
Well,
I still think Latinx sounds like a laxative. It's very anti-Spanish. And
Indeed.
That's why, it's not inclusive. It's exclusive since it has the X in it. That becomes ironic. Anima confusa, that is this. That in the States is called a futon, a couch that folds down into a bed. Either way, it looks messy at the moment.
What is his fascination with this
What
couch?
is messy? There's nothing on this couch but pillows on the cat.
I mean, there's a big furry pussy cat on it, but what? I had a lump in my throat. Sorry for the pause.
Luckily, Kid is not here.
Yes, Shinatsky, I completely agree with you. I believe that it's part of the same animal. The focus on race, the hyper focus on race is racist. Let's see, Floral under a rock. Yep, just still working that commission. I think we're all holding up, buddy. I would love to see you. I miss you, man. Also, I really want to talk music with you. You know what I'm talking about? George Soros is absolutely New World Order and a communist, another card-carrying communist. Him and Bezos see eye to eye on a lot of stuff.
Not New World Order.
But when Amazon started getting hit, losing money, you saw Bezos suddenly start changing his tune. And your mother says behave.
Yeah, I get
so,
it. It's fine.
But look, man, I got to tell you, that trailer looked good. It looked
What trailer?
fun.
What trailer?
The new D&D.
Oh, I need to check that out.
It's got Chris Pine in it, and honestly, I think he's the only person I remember that's in it.
No, Michelle Rodriguez is in it.
Oh, is she one of the warriors? Because that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Paulie, correct me if I'm wrong, but
Koala Jeebus.
I have a question.
It is Michelle Rodriguez. Okay, thanks, Code Raven.
I have a question for Koala Jeebus.
Oh, my buddy Nathan is in the chat. Quick jump in 2 bits before I have to dash out. Jim Lee said Snyder. I'm fucking reading it. Thank you. Jim Lee said Snyder Universe is not being developed at all. So I wonder if that means the Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you.
Oh, Man of Steel 2 rumors at SDCC is wishful thinking. No, it is absolutely not. Look, Mikey is not going to feed us bad information. He never has. So no, you can pretty much take that to the bank. David Zaslav is well known within Warner Brothers to be a big fan of Henry Cavill. Not just The Rock, Henry Cavill. So yeah, you can pretty much take that shit to the bank. How many cats do you have, Anima? That's
2.
From Kingsport Cal. There you go.
2. That's Amelia back there, and Loki is the red one.
Also, I have a lady friend who is an interior designer. I can't help but look at people's rooms on YouTube. Yeah, that makes sense. He lives vicariously through his friends.
Bill, I promise you I will work on my Montalban impersonation just for you.
With real Corinthian leather. Just on vacation. I've always wondered if ministers, when they go on vacation, leave their belief behind. I don't know what happens. I'm going to Sodom and Gomorrah for a week. I'm on vacation from my faith. No, I know that's just being silly. I'm sorry. That's it. My coffee is out. I'm going to pour a little water in so I have something to drink so we can continue talking for at least another 10 minutes. There we go. But how many cats do you have? I already saw it in Dungeons and Dragons. I'd show the trailer, but I know I'd get ganked for playing it.
Yeah, most probably.
You just didn't preach last week. I love you, brother. That is one good guy. If you're not watching Floral Under a Rock and his channel, fucking go sub to him now, man. Fucking love that guy. I bet, in fact, can you grab his link and put it in the chat for me, Martin?
What? Oh,
what? What?
Very
Wait,
funny.
what? Can you grab the link to Floor Under the Rock?
I just finished watching that trailer. That actually looks really good. This Dungeons and Dragons.
Chris Pine plays the character with no powers.
I love Chris Pine.
He's really good at planning. And I love that line where
relevant?
he says, I make the plans. And he says, and they said, well, what happens? What else do you do? Once we get the plan, why do we need you? And he says, well, if something goes wrong, I make a new plan. So you make plans that don't work. I just laughed at that. I'm like, no, it's stop it. He's like,
and then
I have not seen Carter. What is this trailer? What's he talking about?
Maybe another movie about the Carter character. Everybody has played Carter.
Is that the name of the film, Carter?
Maybe. I have no idea.
It's a Netflix trailer. Looks like another one of the Korean movies, so it's probably good because those have been pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, they have really upped their game. Thank you, Martin, for sharing that. That is Floral Under the Rock. Please do subscribe to him.
One is glad to be of service.
Just awesome, man. He is the next Snow, if you follow Snow. And I think that he puts a show out that's just as good as the stuff that Snow puts out.
But it's Carter available now?
I don't know. Let me see.
It's was put out. The trailer was put out 4 days ago.
Oh.
And should I show
August 5th only on Netflix?
I will have to delete this if I get ganked on it. So I'm going to go ahead and play the trailer. If I get ganked for it, I'm okay with that. I'll remove it from the show. Share.
That trailer is geo-blocked.
Has only one.
It's an ad. How can you get ganked for showing an ad? You're promoting whatever it is they're promoting. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and they need to stop that shit.
Coming to Netflix.
Oh, he's going Kadish.
On August 5th.
What's that? What about Kadish?
Night.
Kadish was always ranting about how they went after them when they discussed, what was it?
Well, yeah, because Kadish and I agree on
what
that.
show was it?
It's stupid.
Halo.
It's like
Halo.
The other thing
absolutely
I find
stupid.
You know what else I find stupid? Ads before the trailer.
No, it's even more stupid. A trailer for a trailer before the trailer.
That's a teaser.
Yeah, it's just fuck, man. YouTube does some shit that just annoys the crap out of me. Here we go, guys. I'm going to enlarge that and hit play.
Prepare to be ganged.
I can't remember anything.
Your name is Carter.
Carter.
There is a device implanted in your ear. You are the only one who can hear me.
사방에 CIA가 깔려 있습니다.
Listen to me.
If you want to live.
I get what you're saying about being like that. What was that thing? That
Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore. But this is third person. This isn't first person. So,
who are you?
So it's a little left, but it's very similar how they shot it. I get what you're
A
saying.
mutant virus has emerged with over 8.5 million infected.
This is also the same plot to similar to that of what just came out on Amazon with the Chris Pine military movie, where he's a military vet that takes a job to steal something from a lab.
The contractor?
Yeah, the contractor.
Your
very
buddy
good
worked
film.
on that. Your buddy worked on that.
It's a very good film, and my buddy worked on that film. Here we go. Let's go and finish.
제가 치료제잖아요. 인간 치료제.
아저씨 꽉 잡아.
He didn't hear that motorcycle coming up behind him?
Gesundheit, Danny.
I see a little bit of John Wick here, and not as good as John Wick, some of the action. Some of the hits are really weak.
Baby, we are gonna
Yeah, shots like this one right here are not going to look realistic because of the way they do it. That looks fake. That looks good.
There's somebody knocking on my door, and I swear to God, if it's another Jehovah's Witness, I'm going to lose my mind. I'll be right back.
Too fake.
Yeah, the CG looks really bad. Yeah, I'm not too pleased with that. But I'll watch it. It looks like a fun show to just lose an afternoon on.
Is that a movie or a show?
Don't look behind you right now, Anima. But there's a wild animal behind you. Okay, I don't think it's going to kill you now. I think it's gone to sleep mode.
The one that's going to kill me is Loki. He likes to sleep in my face.
I don't even know what to address that with. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah,
you crazy cat lady. No. I currently live with a crazy cat lady and her man because they have cats all over the place. Martin's heard them in the background, like walking around going, like they're asking me a question. I don't know what you're asking me.
I'm surprised Loki's behaving.
Was your buddy able to confirm Chris Pine is a bit tough to work with? No, he did not confirm that at all. Look, man, I like Chris Pine a lot. And it was tough enough. I had to learn about Val Kilmer, and I learned that technically secondhand, not firsthand, because I wasn't physically there, but I got reports every day during the making of that movie he was in, Oliver Stone's Alexander, whatever the fuck that movie was that they made. And he wouldn't show up on the set. He'd just sit in his fucking trailer, make everybody wait. Val Kilmer, man. Just invite the Mormons in. My dad used to. Well, I've done that. I remember when I was in the Army, and I had an apartment near Sacramento.
I'm so glad we don't have those guys here.
And I saw them coming around the apartment through my window, and I immediately stripped naked, and I burst that door open, and they knocked. I burst it up. I'm like, "Hey guys, are you here to talk about Jesus? Come on in." They wouldn't come in.
I wonder why.
I think because I woke up a little semi-erect that morning.
Oh my.
They were like, Cornholio, are you threatening me?
And you give Danny a hard time.
Danny? Who's
Dork.
Danny? Oh, Dork Knight. Dork Knightley.
Why? What did you do?
No, Dork Knightley, when he's he'll have moments where he'll just say things and I'll go, no, stop talking. But since he's been sober, it's been a completely different story. You talked about Skinwalker Ranch recap. I just brought up the fact that there was nothing new. It was just him covering, what happened over the last 3 seasons. Everything that they have, that's come to light. Yeah, that was all I said. Because everything that was in that episode, we've talked, about ad nauseum. So it wasn't anything new. And so I left it at that. It was a good recap episode. But I'm planning to start inviting. I've been in contact with MUFON, and I want to get somebody from MUFON on for my Wednesday UFO show because I want every Wednesday just talk about UFO stuff and Skinwalker Ranch. Ben Affleck Arkham Asylum inspired film, just one. Well, look, we've gotten an Arkham Asylum, Assault on Arkham semi remake with Suicide Squad. Because the whole premise of that was taken from, like even the helicopter scene, everything was from that movie, that animated movie. It was really good. Let's see. I'm not talking about, not Suicide Squad. I enjoyed the film, but Assault on Arkham was a great fucking DC animated film.
Yes, it was.
It was one of my favorites. That one and again, the one that was from the comic, where Superman goes into the sun. I always forget the name of it.
All-Star Superman.
All-Star Superman. Wow.
Best Superman movie ever.
I would put that up there as one of my third favorites. I'm sorry, I'm getting coffee burps. I need to drink more water. And I don't need to hear you saying bless you.
Bless you?
Shut up. Travis Taylor, I messaged him. I sent an email to him and I messaged him through his Facebook account, which I know he does visit. So I'm hoping to eventually hear from him because I would love to get him on the show. I've admired that guy for a long time. When he did that show with that asshole UFO guy, I won't even say his name anymore. He dropped so many rungs on my fucking fan ladder. When he admitted that he didn't believe in the moon landing, I'm like, then you're a fucking idiot.
What?
I've unfriended people over that shit. I need to be friends with people that are a little more logic oriented and not fucking idiots walking around with shoes on. I did a comic book for a guy. I don't want to say his name. He's a really nice guy. I really liked this comic book, and I was kind of hoping to do more comics with him. And then he opened his mouth and said, I don't believe in the moon landing. And I said, okay, well, you have a great weekend. And then I unfriended him and blocked his phone number. I'm like, I'll never work with that guy again.
I can't be friends with people who don't believe in
I can't be
science.
friends with people that are stupid.
Yeah.
That will become a classic. Yes, I agree. I never read the comic until after I saw the film. That I didn't know. Code Raven. Well, I'm friends with him. When he comes on our show, he contacts me. I don't bug Cameron unless it's to ask how he's doing.
Dude,
I've never asked him on the show. He's always let me know when he would like to come on the show, and he comes on because he's usually pushing something or wants to talk about something. He'll do the same thing because you'll see that he's all of a sudden on certain shows like Midnight's Edge because Tom, Andre, and I are friends with each other, and we're friends with Cameron.
Look at this.
My dad actually worked on testing the moon rover. Code Raven, you better fucking message me privately on Twitter. I want to talk to your dad. That vehicle is still on the moon breaks my heart. Bring it up. He loves the topic. I will. You get me in touch with your dad. I'll have him on. Would your dad hop on with me?
No, I think he's talking about Cameron.
Oh, Cameron.
Man.
Oh, I'll totally hit Cameron.
Man.
In fact, when we're done with the show, I'm
you
going
remember?
to message him.
He went nuts when
Earth is
we
flat
were
and the
talking
moon
about
landing was fake. I
Skinwalker.
don't care what you say. Fight me, bro.
What?
Oh, what happened? Where'd he go? What happened? Oh, your mic is all fucked up. Your mic is fucked up. Your mic is fucked up. Your mic is fucked up. It's fucked up.
This time it's for real.
There we go. Thank you for muting.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to get it.
Nope, it's still it's acting weird, dude. It's got to be the connection.
But it was fine all the time.
Maybe.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it just went bad.
What did you touch, Danny?
Yeah, Danny, stop touching things and then touching your mic.
Whoa,
it's a bad habit.
If it's an USB mic, you should probably try.
I need a new
changing
cord.
ports.
Yeah, I need a new cord. That's what they told me yesterday. I'm using my webcam mic now. So.
Yeah, because you've got a short. That's a short.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I had a girl one time ask me, why do you have a bottle of hand sanitizer next to your bed?
Oh, please, no.
And
don't.
I didn't respond to her. I just looked at her and went, I don't know. Just happens to be there, I guess. So, the joke is, am I more of a chronic germaphobe than I am a chronic masturbator? I don't know. But inquiring minds want to know.
Cal, stop bullying Danny.
I love that. When his head is down, he looks totally like a fucking skinhead. All you need now is some tattoos on your neck and a teardrop next year.
What's with the hair, Danny?
It's hot.
It's hot. It's like,
yeah.
Can't tell me. I still have it long.
Yeah, I asked the weatherman on Family Guy, Willie. He said, it's hot, followed by more hot. What's tomorrow going to be like? More hot, even hotter. So, use your laptop, son, is what your mom said.
Why,
I haven't heard anything on Cobra Kai other than, that it is announced and it's coming. I hope we don't. God, I just want to watch that show forever till I die.
Maybe
I hope they just keep going, keep the family going.
Completely shave it off.
Hey, I always wanted to have hair just like a G.I. Joe doll from the 70s.
You know what? People are just mad that I shaved my head because, this was a choice, and a lot of people my age are losing their hair, and I'll never go bald. I'm like a goddamn chia pet. Chia.
Here you go.
Oh God, it's really hot in Vegas.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus Christ, you're getting 45 degrees.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but
I'm sorry, wonky numbers.
Yeah.
That is
It's 107.
110.
Oh, 10.
Yeah, it's been consistently 110. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, that's why I had to cut the hair off because, people King Sport Cal. I won't miss it when it's gone. It's never going to be gone. It's going to be white like my beard. No, look how thick it is, man. Like my hair, I just was sweating so much that the back of my hair was getting the little salt residue crystallizing and stuff, because I was just.
Yeah, I was close to cutting my hair off because it's pretty long right now, and I'm just it got so hot the other day that I was just miserable.
This is long.
Yeah, mine goes down to right here, middle of my back, and it's been growing for a year. I stopped cutting it a year ago, and
everybody's copying the token Latino then.
And
I don't know, I think I might do that thing where I keep shaving my head but letting the beard grow. I don't know. Like, let's see.
What will Stacy do?
Here we go. All right, I'm about to share. This is what G.I. Joe looked like when I was a kid.
Oh, here we go.
Right there. Look at that peach fuzz hair. It had realistic hair, beard, and he had kung fu grip that he could hold weapons and shit. The problem with the kung fu grip is it was made out of a rubber that had a bend in it, and eventually the fingers broke off. And it was the first time I ever shoplifted. I went and stole new kung fu grip hands for my G.I. Joe because I didn't want to have to buy a whole new figure. It was dumb.
So I never had that problem.
They should have had it early on. Buy replacement hands for your G.I. Joe. Fucking assholes. But anyway, that was G.I. Joe. And one of my favorite jokes came out in the early 90s. I was in the Army, and this comedian said, he said he was looking at his son's G.I. Joe action figures, and he's like, man, all those action figures look angry. You know, the little tiny versions. And then he said, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You shrink someone from 12-inch action figure down to 2 inches. I'd be pretty angry too. And it's true. G.I. Joe used to be a 12-inch tall action figure with the fucking vehicles were expensive. Like the Jeep, the tank.
I had the helicopter.
70s was like $100. They're expensive, man. That's 70s money. And when I was in Europe, I went to, I was in Marbella, Spain, and they had like this, it's not an indoor mall. It was a mall, but it was on a street. And basically all the shops faced each other in this private one city block. So it was really kind of like a mall, but it was open. It was really nice. And this was in Marbella, Spain. And in the window was this 1/6 scale fucking Sherman tank, battery operated. It was so fucking huge. It was like I would have to have someone help me carry it. It was so big. It was for G.I. Joe, and it was fucking amazing. And of course, I have rich friends who bought that stuff. I was a poor kid, so I just got like cheap toys. You know, I think one of the nicest things my dad bought me was the underwater scuba sub that they would hold on to, so you could do underwater scuba action.
I had the deep diver and the helicopter. Those were the two places that I had.
Oh, we have a new person in the chat, a Brit abroad in the Philippines.
Yes.
That Joe, is this somebody I know? Because I don't recognize that name.
No, I think it's me.
Oh, Henry Cavill Videos fan. Hello. Good to see you. Stephanie is here. Chris is here from Facebook. Danny's head is almost as bright as the mirror the astronauts left on the moon for scientists to bounce lasers off of. There you go, Danny. Stone Pie Media just shit on you. Yeah. Got something to say to that? That's not racist? He goes away. Fuck you guys. I have thinner hair than Danny, by the way. I finally started thinning on top over the last 2 years. Kingsport Cal says, I do that, the shaved head plus beard. When it gets hot, man, get the hair off, man. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I had a first sergeant who was a big G.I. Joe fan. And he would love to use the quotes from G.I. Joe. And one of it he did one morning during formation. What I just pulled that up to.
Oh, I'm sorry. There it is.
I was already on it, so. And knowing is half the battle, he said one morning. And I responded. I raised my hand in formation. He looked over me and goes, what is it, Kissel? And I said, losing is also half the battle, First Sergeant. And then he asked that question. He says, where's your military bearing, son? I said, it rolled over there, First Sergeant. And he turned to look at the other platoon, and then he turned back really quickly, shot a look at me like, I hate you. And I said, I did not make you turn and look, because what I did was I turned the meaning of bearing into ball bearing, where military bearing is how you're bearing, how you, conduct yourself. That's what military bearing is. And so, yeah, that was a fun morning. Nope, I did not get PT to death, but he was annoyed with me all day.
Speaking of this military stuff, I just saw for the first time, even though it's kind of an older movie, Hacksaw Ridge, and damn, that's a really good movie.
It's very good.
It's a story about a combat medic. I wanted to go back to this to read this. A 12-inch Cobra Commander in the 70s. There wasn't one. G.I. Joe was the
keep reading.
The attack team. Don't Google it, kids. Oh, let me guess. Sex toy. Action Man was a separate toy, but produced by the same manufacturer, but sold through a different. They manufactured the same people, sold through a different company.
Well,
Action Man was a different company, though. It was for the UK, but it was because they were called the Action Team, and you'd see it on their belt buckle and on stickers and shit like that. AT. It was Action Team, G.I. Joe. But they of course didn't call it G.I. Joe over there. It wouldn't make sense because, general issue means American. I mean, when you hear G.I. Joe, it's American soldier. So, but, you fucking limeys will buy anything if you change the name to it. Just shit on the UK. Oh, my God.
And you call me racist.
I'm a culturalist, not a racist.
And you have over 100 people watching.
Look at this, because the guys don't know how to pronounce that.
What?
Yes, that's the name. That was the name.
Really?
Yep.
That was down in Venezuela, not Mexico, though.
Yes.
I wonder if they had it in Mexico.
Most probably.
My favorite action figure after G.I. Joe was, I think it was called Big Jim.
Yes.
In a karate chop action.
Mm-hmm.
And he built like a lumberjack.
It's Yo-Joe, not Gojo.
Well, do you know that Big Jim in that line was a tiger that eventually became Battle Cat?
That's right. I remember that. That was on that docu-series, The Toys That Made Us. Yeah, and of course the USS Hood is the one that I included in my cover art for G.I. Joe. It was called. Oh yeah, that's you.
Hamburger Hill is awesome.
I was already an adult by the time He-Man came out, but I bought the figures for my son. I bought him a lot of the He-Man action figures. Bought him the swords. Oh man, I think the first time my son got in trouble with me was when he came through and bopped me on the head with his He-Man sword. Hit me with the edge of the blade, and it fucking hurt. I turned around, ganked that thing out of his hand. I said, "Don't you hit me with this again. Don't hit anybody. You can play with that. Hit other swords. Don't hit people." And it was like one of the first times I ever corrected him. And it was Yo-Joe. What is that? Guy Cookie? G.I. Cookie? I don't know what that is. What are we talking about there? G.I. Cookie? That's not Cookie. That's Kookie.
Don't have any idea.
Oh, I don't even know what happened. It's probably something in autocorrect. Danny had all the He-Man toys. I knew Benjamin was gay when he was 4. He was playing, my son Ben. He was he stopped playing He-Man and started playing She-Ra all the time. He was always She-Ra. And I never stopped him, but I definitely got the feeling I don't think so. I think my boy's gonna be a little light in the loafers. I really do. And then when he was about between 6 and 7, I knew it. I knew it for sure. He would not go do any athletics with me because I played baseball and I played farm league, and I'd go out with his uncle, who is not much older than him, and we'd go play ball. And I go, Ben, you want to go play ball? This happened. Real story here. I said, hey, Ben, you want to go with your Uncle Jay and me to go play some ball? He goes, no, I'm just going to stay back and read my new Anne McCaffrey book. 7 years old, 6, 7, right in that window. And I'm like, oh, all right. And I walked away going, nerd. But I was nerd too, but I just happened to like sports. And so I headed out, played ball with my nephew, and then drove him home, and then drove all the way to Alexandria, Virginia, about 45 miles to go to the Springfield Mall. And I went into the bookstore there. I think it was a book professor, whatever that thing was there out in Virginia. Not Walden Books. I think it was the book professor. It was a big department store size bookstore. And I asked for, where do I find Anne McCaffrey? And they're like, oh, over in the fantasy section. So I went over to the fantasy section, and I found the book that he was reading, which was The Dragon Riders of Pern. And I bought it. I took it home, and I was blown away that not only that my son was reading this shit, that he understood it at that age. That's when I knew my kid was smarter than even me. So I thought that was really kind of a cool moment. But at the same time, I also knew, yeah, my son's gay. Yeah, he's definitely gay. And he'll tell you, oh, I'm gay. He's proud gay. I'm like, it's an odd thing to be proud of, son. It's not like you cured cancer, but I'm proud that you're proud of it.
Hey, how does this sound?
Better.
Yeah, I swapped out the cord.
That sounds like you always sound.
You sound manly now. Let me go back. Deanna's here. Good morning, Deanna.
Hey, and I'm back on top. I like that.
Let's see.
Yeah, I like it when you're on top too.
Oh my God.
Good.
The
You're
good old
asking
days
for a chancla.
when it was okay to be gay and not cut your nuts off as a social statement. Yeah. You know, a majority of my gay friends don't like the fact that the gender fluid people and trans community have attached themselves to the gay community. And they're like, you're different. Yours is dealing with something completely different from us. And they dislike that. But that's politics for you. The political aspect of these groups want to do this in order to achieve something. They're always after something. They're goal oriented. Has nothing to really do with the other. And but let's see. What is this? Was like Gary's way older than you'd think. He must get carded a lot. Well, let's put it this way. I got rejected by ARP because I'm not old enough. So, no, I am old enough. I can get ARP right now. I just wouldn't get the support from it, but I can order it and pay for it, which I'm not going to pay for it until I need it. Did you meet Homer Simpson? There are a lot of Springfields around the United States. I've lived in 2 of them. And Springfield, Virginia is right. It's a little small subsection of Alexandria, Virginia. In fact, that's where Steve Niles is from. And Steve Niles and I've talked about this, that we shopped at all the same music stores and nerd stores. We bought comics from the same people. It was really funny. Never met, at least not that we're aware of. I can relate. I tell people I'm black every chance I get. Yeah, it's like being an atheist or a vegetarian.
I keep surprising
Yeah, I know it's
people
a joke. I know it's a
when-
joke, King's Portal.
when they invite me for dinner or something, and they tell me, oh, by the way, I'm vegetarian. They're like, what? I know you like 10 years, and I didn't know that.
Wow.
Don't rub it in. Why would you?
Wow.
I've been a vegetarian since I was 10. So basically all my life.
And there, in that moment, She lost all appeal to me, but it's okay.
I'm not your kryptonite anymore.
Wow.
Even though I'm blue eyes. And I'm a
I
bartender.
think Danny is Curly Bill Brocious.
Well, bye.
Or it could be even this one.
Well, whatever helps you sleep at night, bitch.
It is it's the end of the show. It's the end of the show. I've finished everything. I drank 2 cups of coffee and half a bottle of water. I'm excited from all the coffee. The one thing I will say, vegetarians aren't the same thing as vegans. And I tell people, stop making that mistake. They're completely different because they will eat certain things that fit in that diet, from fish to dairy products. Vegans will not. Vegans will not eat anything that's animal-based. And my favorite thing to fuck with them is about, as you know, scientists have said for years, plants feel pain. They really do. That lovely smell you smell in the morning from grass is its terror from being cut. It's warning other blades of grass, I'm being injured. It really is. It's I forget the name of it, but that's what that is. I have a vegetarian diet.
You ever see that movie with Schwarzenegger and Stallone, where they're like it's an older they're both really old in it. It's like a more recent. They're both in jail, and they get in this fight. And Schwarzenegger says to Stallone, he's like, "Ha, you punch like a vegetarian." And what makes that funny is Schwarzenegger.
That was Escape Plan, wasn't it?
Escape Plan.
Yeah.
There are 2 of those. I haven't seen the second one.
Yeah, if Arnold's not in it, I don't want to watch it.
That's what I wanted.
I want to see Stallone and Schwarzenegger work together. It's fun watching them work together. Let's see. Oh, well, good show for what I saw. I subbed anyway. So, Monday through Friday, at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, I start the show. And then on this afternoon, we've got Pop Culture Minefield TGIF, which we will be talking about San Diego Comic-Con, what's going on there, and all the news we're getting out of it. Code Raven.
Thank you for
I don't
this
expect Keith to be there. Because he's on vacation, he's on holiday. He goes on more vacations than I don't think I've been on a vacation since the 80s. Well, I did go in the 90s. I went to the Yucatan. The last time I went travel was in 95, 96. I went back to the Yucatan down in Mexico. Pit barbecue pigs, lady, the vegetarian. Look, vegetarian again is not the weird vegan thing. Vegans are the people that annoy me. Vegetarians don't bug me. I personally go on a vegetarian diet every once in a while because it helps with weight loss. But the problem with a pure vegetarian diet is you have to take certain supplements, specifically B complexes, because
not as a vegetarian, no. As a vegan, maybe, but
vegan, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sorry, I said vegetarian.
As a vegetarian,
you have to take supplements because you're not getting certain things in your diet that your body requires because you're an omnivore. You're not a carnivore. You're an omnivore. Omnivores have very open diets, and we require things from that. And vegans deny themselves that, so therefore have to take supplements or they'll fucking die. But vegetarian diets can be very, very healthy. And they they eat.
My dad blames my being a vegetarian since I was 10 for me being so tiny.
Well, most vegetarians that I know, I don't know about you, but most vegetarians I know will eat fish, and they will eat dairy products.
Dairy and eggs.
Dairy, yes. Yes, but fish, no. I never liked fish.
Eggs?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I have vegetarian friends who do eat fish because they don't consider it. Well, look, man, if you ever watch Community, there's a gentleman on that show that referred to fish as the meat for vegetarians.
Nope.
And you know who I'm talking about.
Well, I have lived between vegetarians and That's not true.
I just said I know people who have said it that are vegetarian. So it's absolutely true. I'm not saying every fucking vegetarian.
Yeah,
that
reminds me of a friend of mine that
argue
I
with
do
me
not
about
smoke.
it.
But
Fuck off.
once a month, he smoked cigars. I said, you don't smoke. No, it's a cigar. It's different. It's the same shit.
What's this one? I love seafood. I could be a pescatarian.
Yes.
Look, I like I love sashimi. I could like there was a stretch of time where all I was like every single day I was just having sashimi for like lunch. And but then I ran out of savings and couldn't afford that lifestyle anymore because that is really freaking expensive. So what kind of vegetarian are you? Do you eat the fish or no?
Me, no.
No, she said no.
I hate
a real
fish. I
vegetarian.
always hated fish.
Oh man, sorry. I was chatting with Mikey, so I might have missed
Well,
that.
That won't be a
Hey, you want
problem.
to give me
because-
my list, Martin?
Come on. Yes. Very soon we all will be eating Z-bugs.
You know, they sell chocolate covered crickets at the gas station. Isn't that weird?
Yikes.
Yeah.
I've been to the Middle East, so I have eaten I've eaten termites. I've eaten scorpion.
Well, my friend.
I've eaten
let me tell you
camel.
something.
I've eaten camel.
In Colombia, they eat ants, but it's like a spice. You sprinkle them over the rice. And here in Mexico, we have crickets. We eat but it is a snack. It is not a meal per se.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, they
Well, I
sell them
think
in
that
little bags. Chocolate
Crickets
covered
freak me
crickets.
out because
It's
they're
weird.
notorious carriers of a specific parasite. It's that
Yeah.
long, crazy ass hair-like worm, and they infest a lot of crickets. So I would never eat a fucking cricket, nor would I use them as bait. I've never used crickets as bait. I always use night crawlers or lures. But let's see. I need to get to our thank yous. Thank you, Martin, for giving me the list. A Brit abroad in the Philippines, AF Watcher 88. Of course, on the show with us, as well as was in the chat, was Anima Confuso. Thank you for being here, Anima. Bill Barkley. It's always good to see you. Brightest Day, Bob Marshall. Christopher Moonlight Production, my good friend Chris. Code Raven. And I'm hoping Christopher will be on our show today, later. Deanna was here. Decepticons Cave of Villains was here. Destiny Captain. Dr. Dragon. Best cartoon villain name ever. D. Bud Martin. Floral Under a Rock. Gap After Dark. Henry Cavill Videos Fan. Hex Allen Comics. Kingsport Cowl. Lindsay the Cynical Geek. Marcos A. Mexican Iron Man. Mikey was here. Monica S. Monkey Jeebus. Mr. Tickle Trunk. My good old friend Nathan Cheever. I've been friends with that guy for almost 30 years. PJ Maybe. Then, of course, Shanatsky was here. I got an eye on you, Shanatsky. Sox Bulletins. Sony Pictures UK. I don't know who the fuck that was. That was funny. Stone Pie Media. The Lovely Sherry. The Peter Vinkman Fan Site. And War Monkey. My other favorite monkey is War Monkey. And, of course, Zach's Kyle was here. And I want to thank all y'all for being here today. Thank you so much. And I want to wish y'all a happy day. And Anima Confusa, thanks for popping in on me. And Danny.
Thanks for having me.
Danny, well, you know.
Even though I said yesterday I don't like the Beatles, I'm surprised you let me in.
That's okay. You know, I'm still friends with people that like the Stones. I can't stand the Rolling Stones.
What?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Oh.
They did one song I thought was really good.
I don't want to ask.
No, it's a song I guarantee you like. It's one of their great hits. I don't like Under My Thumb.
I like Sympathy
some
for
of the
the
big
Devil.
hits. What's that?
I like Sympathy for the Devil.
Everybody loves that.
Paint It Black.
Yeah.
Paint It Black. Oh
Is
my.
one of my favorite songs by them. A lot of the stuff I just don't. I don't know. they're like a step under the Beatles for me. I'm like, it's like I'm not a big. I don't want to piss anybody off. I'm just not a big, R&B fan when it comes to that form of it. I like real R&B. The shit you hear from Sun Records and stuff. I don't like the Stones version. I just didn't like it. Like Lennon and McCartney said, they're an okay blues band. Yeah, sorry, Koala. But I want to thank you all for being here. It's been a fun show.
Koala guys.
I'm very excited about what's going on at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm looking forward to getting some of the news this afternoon for the show. But I do need to get off because I got to prepare for that show. So, yes, it was in the Tour of Duty series theme. Yep. I almost got a paint black tattoo.
Oh, sorry. Just a little heads up for you, Gary, and all my millions and millions. Just kidding. Another Rocky reference of fans. I have a meeting with a client at noon, and I don't know how long that's going to go. So money first. But when I'm done, if you want me, I'll join the Friday panel. But I have no idea how long that meeting is going to take.
Yeah, no problem, man. Don't worry about it. I just know I was letting everybody know that Keith probably won't be there because he won't have connectivity. I guarantee he's traveling right now. So I doubt we'll hear from him. But I'm hoping he'll be able to show up for Saturday's show. But if not, we'll still make it through. We'll have our regular panelists that'll show up. The Who is one of my favorites as well, Lindsay. I'm a big Who fan.
Who?
Almost as big as fuck yeah, I'm not going for that one. I am almost as big a Who fan as I am the Beatles, almost. But the Who were referred to as the illegitimate fathers of punk, and the Beatles were the not so illegitimate fathers of progressive rock. Because Sgt. Pepper started him in that direction. Technically, Revolver started him in that direction because two of the songs on that album were very experimental in how they did.
Who came first, the Who or the Guess Who? Because I like the Guess Who. I mean, I still like the Who, but the Guess Who,
I'll look it up real quick.
Oh yeah, right. I guess I have.
That's what Google's for.
Yeah.
1965 through 75. Let's see.
Which one is that?
That's the Guess Who.
Okay.
And the Who were early in the 60s. I think they were first. 64.
Oh, barely. So they came out around the same time. That's crazy. I wonder why. Like, if that was coincidence or if the Guess Who.
Well, the thing I love about the Who is these guys came from industrial England. A lot of people don't know that Roger Daltrey was a sheet metal cutter. That's what he did for a living before the band took off. And all of them held jobs. Some of the bands that came out when I was a teen, these guys never did anything before. Like, I dislike U2 for a lot of reasons because, you can't develop a fucking philosophy without fucking living a life. And, Bono never worked a fucking job in his life other than singing in front of a band. And so I don't give two shits about his philosophy.
Are you familiar with Uriah Heep? I'm just curious.
Yeah, of course. I've never listened to it. I know who they are.
I love Uriah Heep, man. Oh, my God. Their album with what is it? I always get it backwards. It's either Demons and Wizards or Wizards and Demons. But it's like the whole album. Like, it's one of those albums you listen to the whole thing and it tells a story. It's really good. I love it. I can't.
I'm going to mention one of not my favorite bands,
Demons and Wizards.
Jim Woodward, who's one of my best friends, known him since we were little kids. Love this band called Crack the Sky. I don't know if anybody remembers that. And they're almost, in my opinion, like an obscure rock band. And I don't even remember. I'm looking it up right now. Greatest hits from Crack the Sky. God, man. I don't remember one of these songs, but man, he listened to these people religiously. And here, I'll share these. I'm only going to play a few seconds of this because I guarantee you someone will fucking gank it from the screen. You got to remove that. I'm claiming that. Share screen. Chrome tab. Crack the sky. Make sure
Don't let my
audio-
mom BS you. She was not a disco chick. She was into Journey and that kind of crap. Anyway.
Here you go. Crack the Sky. This is Jim Woodward, our producer, one of our producers' favorite band when we were growing up.
She's a dancer, and she sparkles and she shines. She's an attractor.
I do remember that song now because I remember listening to it in his room. This is good shit. I'm going to have to go listen to him after the show. Again, thanks for...
Speak of the Ramones.
White Zombies, yeah. The Ramones. The Ramones were what came after The Who. And they led us into what would become punk. They took it that extra step, put that edge to it, because The Who basically were a garage band. You know, they were pretty much a three-piece band and a singer. And, prog rock went in one direction. The Who led music in another direction that became punk. You wouldn't have the Ramones or Sex Pistols or the Clash, if not for The Who. And I never liked disco. Never did. But I did like the vocals on some stuff. And I did own Star Wars disco, Close Encounters disco.
I was going to go to that very place. Star Wars funk.
Those were the only ones disco songs I ever got. And I bought a whole album because it was on there. And because it was on there, I ended up listening to the whole album. And there was a Michael Jackson song on there I thought was pretty good. And the Bee Gees, man, great fucking vocals. I just hate the disco beat.
And the DGIF intro, that's the record of
classic,
Star Wars.
Classic fucking song. You know, I like some of the disco music off of the movie Car Wash too. If you've ever seen that.
I have that vinyl in somewhere. I have to look for it so I can show you and gloat.
And Sparks, I saw Sparks, criminally underrated of the glam era. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Black Flag, man. I have like all their albums. And there's this one punk song I've not been able to find. And if any of you guys that are into punk remember this song, I don't remember the name of the song or who fucking did it, but it was called Thanks a Lot. And it was a punk song, and the person is being sarcastic, going, "Well, thanks a lot," you know. And
so I said it yesterday. I'm going to say it again today. I don't know who takes longer to say goodbye, my ex-wife or Gary. I'll be
goodbye, Danny. Yeah,
I'll be right back. That my whole point was.
You're my new Fat Steven. I get
here's the thing.
The
only reason I said that is because, like, you said, I got to pee, and I was like, I was going to dip out and pee, and like you're like,
we're going
bye,
now.
and I was like, oh, okay,
so
well,
I want to thank everybody that did super chats today, especially Mexican Iron Man, who already has done so much for our channel. I know we're a small blip on his radar, but that he takes the time for us and has become an executive producer on our channel means a lot.
Who's this?
Mexican Iron Man. Michael.
I can't wait to tell you what he said about you in this text message. He roasted your ass. It's funny.
But
it's
no,
behind
go ahead,
the
say
scenes. No, I can't. It's
you
behind
get,
the scenes.
Okay. Because I don't mind being shit on by my friends. I actually enjoy getting shit on by my friends. Yeah. He's been busy doing his own stuff. We were supposed to do a show Wednesday, but I've been so busy working on this one piece. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, what happened to the shit talk with Steve and Gary? Like,
I was busy doing deadlines. I'm on deadlines right now.
Oh, okay. No, I get that.
I'm doing artwork. I need some money.
I'm about to do. Yeah, I feel you. I'm about to do a mashup of. And it's too obvious. Lost in Space with Voyager. I'm about to do a mashup design of that. So, and I keep telling the dude, I was like, bro, I need a deadline. You don't understand. If you don't give me a deadline, you won't get it for a year. I've got to have. I've got to have. Yeah, I've got to have a deadline.
All right, here you go. Yeah, I don't like it when people leave things open for me too much.
Yeah,
because I'll fuck off and play video games. And then one day, like, are you ever gonna finish it? I'm like, are you gonna give me a fucking deadline? Anyway, here you go. This is, I can't tell you what this is for, but this is one of the pieces I'm working on right now. This is some of my, because a lot of times I use models. But
looks like Fahim.
On this current comic book and that comic book cover I did for G.I. Joe was all out of my head stuff. I like using models, but it can get you to be lazy, and I decided not to rely on them for
your style's very reminiscent of like Ramita, and I dig it. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm a big fan of Al Williamson, and when you look at how I do my inks, it's closer to Al Williamson than it is Ramita, but I am a big Ramita fan. Both father and son. I really like that style of artwork. You can see my loose pencils. What I do is I do loose pencils, and then I come in and tighten it up in my inks. And
that's what my son does.
Like here's a face of this person. I can't tell you who that is. I haven't finished the hair because I don't need to. I'll ink the hair. That's where I put the work in, and that's what doing digital has done for me. Is that going digital, I can actually not even bother much with pencils. I just do a rough outline of what I want, and then I just start inking. And
see, I wish I could learn how to do digital. So here's what I do. This is so sad. So like we'll draw it first, and then I'll scan it and send it to my son, or before my son, I have other contractors, but now he can actually do it for me, and he's my kid. So I just like, hey buddy, you don't have to do chores for a couple weeks if you ink this for me. And so he'll do he'll ink it in the
child labor.
Yeah, man. Hey, he's 16. I'd be happy to pay him, but he's weird. He's just like, he's like, you don't have to pay me. Just give me like $60 on Steam or something. I'm like, all right. Yeah.
There you go, Kingsport Cow.
Yeah, I just looked up.
It looks like for him. His face is.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, man. We're not trying to get him, fired.
Because I'm on an NDA and I can't talk about this. But I'm showing this out of context. So there you go. There you go, Kingsport Cow. If you want to look at it again, I've always drawn like this. This is just the way I drew. I didn't go to comic book art school. A lot of my friends graduated from the Joe Kubert School.
All right, I'll be back if I got to pee. I'm about to explode. So you keep going.
No,
if you guys,
make CC
you're funny.
clean it up.
If you guys go off the air, goodbye. If not, I'll be back. Thank you. I got to pee.
Hey, are you going to be with us? Oh, okay.
Wait,
Thank
what?
God he's
Were
gone.
you talking?
Wait, he's here. No,
are you going to be on TGIF?
You didn't hear me, I guess. I have a meeting with a client at
right,
noon, which is the time your show starts. So if you guys are still on when I'm done with that meeting, I'll join. But like I said earlier, money comes first, and I gotta.
I want you to say that one more time.
You do. Money comes first. Yeah.
Bye. Yay! The show is over. Yay!
Woo! I can finally pee.